Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world, one area, one territory, one state, one county, one whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the various countries on planet Earth, by one. And I do so on GeoGuessr with the threefold aim of A, seeing places I've never been to and probably will never go to, and the second aim being hopefully having some fun while doing so. And the third aim is to play a perfect game on GeoGuessr of whatever area I am in at any given time. If I succeed in doing so, that is the last you'll see of that area in the series. If I fail in doing so, it might reappear later in the series. So, today we are going into an area that I failed to play perfectly in my previous Europe series, and I've included those areas in this series. And we're going into Andorra, and we're going into the parish of Canillo. I think that's how you say it. And, we got 121 square kilometers. It's not the smallest area I've been in, but it's one of the smaller. And it's got 6,500 people, roughly. And the capital is the town of Canillo, which sits down here, which has 2,623 people. That's the official estimate of 2025. So yeah, Andorra is quite, well, how to say it? Andorra is quite easily recognizable. And I'm just going to check that we haven't got any spillover into other areas, which I've seen sometimes before when I've made these scripted maps. And I see that we're not going to be enjoying any ski slopes. That's good. I've had that a couple of times here. Actually, that might have been one of the reasons why I failed to play this perfectly back in the day. Now, what? Oh yeah, and these are also ski slopes. Yay! Yeah, glad I didn't. Glad I avoided that, dodged that bullet. Okay, so let's just head in here and see what we can get up to in Canillo. And create a challenge like so. I'm going to put the link in a safe spot so you can find the link to this particular game and see if you like, you can play along with me and see if you beat me, which isn't that huge a feat, but well. Okay, if I'm going to guess, I would say that we are around Canillo. So let's start with that. Okay, now that doesn't... Let's see now. So we're on the north side of a valley. Does this road have a name? Most roads in Andorra do, but this one seems to fail a little on that score. We could be here, though, except that we aren't. But I kind of feel like... Okay, so if we aren't in Canillo, where could we be down? Then could we be down here? No. La Costa. Well, I guess possibly in this area, but and then the Soldo. Nah. Okay. So we start with a little bit of a puzzler. Right, okay, so let's just head down here and see where we find ourselves. At least we got some signs here. That one says El Tarter, Ranza, Andorra la Vella, Canillo. Okay, so we're not in Canillo proper. We got El Tarter, which is something. And right. Recordo, so they got speed cameras here. What does it say on this thing? Ransol els plans. It's El Tarter. Yeah, but we're not... Let's see, how old is this footage? Yeah, 2019. That's a lot of old footage in and about, but I think this is where we must have been. So that's got to be that. We're now on a northeasterly heading. We're getting this turn. Yeah. Okay, so we're somewhere there. Okay, so we've got a couple of buildings here. Unfortunately, not all of them are on the map. We're quite close to that, so let's assume, I don't like assuming though. I'm going to assume that is that, although I don't like the look of it. Let's see. That was probably that one. What's the one that is... There's a couple of things that don't really work here, which I really don't like. But the road works, and that's the most important thing. And we are, I think... Let's see, if we aim for that thing over there, that's one of these buildings. So if I look just on the south side of that, yeah, well, that suggests I'm there. Not sure I like that. No, I'm going to go back to where I was. Oh, okay. So it would have been right if I'd followed that guide, but still, okay, we're still on for 25k. Oh, interesting location. Going uphill, up, and this is not one of the main roads, that's for sure. Let's see. Picturesque as you like it. Heading southwest, we got loads of ski slopes over there. Heading into a village down here somewhere. Just wow. Yeah, the Andorrans really have perfected the art of using stone, and in their case, not very large stones, well, in some cases, but it seems increasingly using smaller and smaller rocks to build their buildings. Just look here. Small and large. Okay, so what we're gonna have? We got the restaurant Soul. Okay. And then we got the main road down there, which we shall eventually latch onto. Oh, okay, that's an interesting bit of road. That's a very interesting bit of road. So that takes us to Laclas, is that what it says? Laclaire? No, Enclair. Okay. And that is in what direction? Also, that's road number C is 270, and that goes to the northeast. So, is it that easy? It is. So could we have been... I wonder if it might have been there. It's a little hard to say how far up we were. So, oh, hang on. Could we actually have been here? Let's see now, the road bends. Will there be a road going up to the side here? That's the big question. Yes, there is. There's also the road going down. Well, the road, that is using the term very loosely. But that is definitely that building down there. This next building does not feature on the map, though. Okay, let's just head down the road. We come to this next one, which is sort of a campsite or something. No parking. Okay. Got that bend, which is that one. Yeah, we got a spot. We got a spot. We got a spot. There we are. Third round. Okay. What do we have here? So we're on top of, we're not on top of a stream, but we are where the stream meets the road. And it says Casa de Colonies Aina, San Ramon, Centrevilla. Are we coming into El Tarter again? No, it looks like we're coming into Canillo this time. Okay, so southwest into Canillo. I think we're here. Because here we're looking straight up the river. And that building there is very likely to be that one. And there's a church over there, which is the Iglesia de San Juan de Casellas. Casella. Oh, how you might say it, or how you might butcher it when you're an ignorant Norwegian. Let's see. And then we got the bridge over here that we might actually use as a guide. Yeah, we can. Let's see. So that's this one, the Ponte Aina. So if that is correct, we should be about. We're on the. Are we on the inner turn or the outer turn? Let's check that again. We are on the inner turn. Yeah, that should be fairly correct because we're not quite perpendicular to the river. Let's go with that. Nice. Nice and easy. Okay, Hotel Feretol, I think. Or is it Peretol? It's actually Peretol. Okay. Yeah, that's mountainous. Somewhat tricky location. And this is the end of the road. We got some, oh, right, there's a road up there. Okay. Which will lead on to these resorts. Let's just see if they have any names. That might be useful for future references, but wow, this footage is ancient. Yeah, 2017. Andorra can definitely do with the sprucing up of its coverage, and I think we are just gonna ditch this one and get right onto the main road above this one again. Ooh, that was nasty. Well, not the country, but the Peritol, yeah, and okay, steep downhill northwestwards. It kind of suggests that we are heading down towards this area, maybe. Oh, this looks promising. Is that the Peritol? No, that's not the Peritol. No, but I would be sort of surprised if it isn't somewhere here. It isn't somewhere there. Okay, I'm somewhat surprised. Got a Ransol. And that's the thing that we're heading northwest and very steeply downwards. Could it be over here then? No, that doesn't look right either. Okay. Nor are we here. Okay, column is slightly surprised. Let's see what we got. Lord de Gel, something. It's gone very steeply downhill. And what does it say here? It says, oh, pull me down. Okay, so we're on CG2, yeah. And Pas de la Casa is what we're climbing up to. So we are somewhere up here. So how does this not work then? Are we? Oh, wait. Ah, I didn't zoom close enough. That's common failing. Okay, right. So looking straight south at bang at the middle of this thing. We're looking in there, which should put us here. Yeah, that works because we are almost, but not quite out of the bend. Hopefully that won't be too far off the mark. It wasn't. And then the final round. Hang on. 500 odd locations and you get the same location twice. Oh well. Let's see. That was here. We're slightly further up the road now. We got this building, which we are slightly south of. I'm gonna say we are about there. That ought to be pretty good. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, 13 minutes. Well, I guess that means we'll do another round, even if this one was perfect. Let's see if I can do a quicker one. So let's go with that. We'll make a challenge of that as well. Like so. And put the challenge link again in a safe spot. And start the game. Okay. Ooh, that's scenic. We've got a very wriggly route going down there. We've got a main road down here, which means that we will just pop down the hill here and see where we find ourselves. Ooh, this is wriggly. This could be anywhere. Except that it is a Canillo, so it isn't anywhere, but it's somewhere in Canillo. Which town is that? Is that Canillo or is it somewhere else? Okay, so we just jumped down. Residenza Sea. Don't be so hasty. We're on the CSN 250. Is that this one? Yes, it is. So, this is Saya. We came down. I believe we came from up here, or possibly from up there. Let's see now. Okay, so there's nothing here. We got a couple of buildings on the downside. That has to be that one. And as I'm looking north, I'm not quite, but almost clipping the back of that one. Which should put us about there. Not quite on that bend yet. That looks about right. I might be a few meters off. That kind of looks good. Let's go with that. Nice. Next one. What do you have here? Casa de Guardas de Ransol. Ransol was over here. Because I remember seeing that. Okay, and we're looking southwest. We got the Reserva Borda. Okay. And we're looking northeast, slightly northeast. Okay, then I got this one wrong. We got a big thingy here, supermarket, and we got a BP station, and we got ski surf, Kavasmanakor. Where are we? There's a, okay, here we got something. We have El Tarter. Okay, yeah, that works. So if we were looking northeast, there's a Kavasmanakor. Okay, so we are somewhere over here. So we got, this must be the Suma Express we got over here. Fairly confident that's the case, and that's this building. So looking perpendicular to the road, we are looking from about here. Here's that little river going underneath here. Pretty good. Ooh, wouldn't be surprised if this is nearby. Well, everything is nearby here. Nope, this is not the same place. So let's go downhill, shall we? And we're going southwards. Ooh, that might have been a wrong choice. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very good choice. Okay, back to start. And we will go across the bridge again. This time we will go uphill. Southeastwards in Els plans kommer där ansal. So could we have been in? Don't think we were in. Komoderansol is way up there. So that's northwards. I don't think we were down here. Well, actually, we might have been. That could well be that we are now here and that we came up here. That is actually quite likely. Let's just have a look around the bend here. We have the Carrer Gran, which I think are these stairs here. We got a hotel, which could well be this place maybe. But we also have this road here. Yep, we got El Saler. Yep, okay, so we are actually here somewhere. Ooh, that's tricky. That is tricky indeed. Okay, that one is that one. That one is the one at the back there. That one is here. And that one must be that. No. No. We're missing a building here. Or actually, no. That is... Yeah, that's this building. This is that building. So we're looking slightly north of that. Not just slightly, we are actually looking a bit north of it. So we should be about there. How does that look? Yeah, we are on this section here. That should be good. Nice. That was tricky when there was no buildings to be found. Okay. And now we got roundabout. We got names. We got Parkomet Restaurant Borda La Rosé La Ermita Borda. Could that basically be... Oh. So both the France and Canillo. So could we be down... How about here? Oh, that looks good. That looks good indeed. There we have the... something that... Oh, it looks like a building, but it isn't. Sangria Lermita. Okay, yep, there we are. So we are somewhere down here. And looking west, I'm looking right at the middle of this building. Well-ish. Yeah, should be about here. At the top of this curve. Good. Final round. Whoops. This might take some finding. Okay, northwest. I guess we need to find a sign with the number of this road. Because Porta del P. Right. We got something down there. Well, those are just terraces, actually. Huh. Well, oop. We got a zigzag down the mountainside. Whee! Come on, move it. 2017 footage, yep. Only to be expected that things will be a little chunky and clunky. Well, you get that with newer footage as well, but yeah, Andorra doesn't always run smoothly on Street View. Yeah, we got the number of roads going up the valleys on the sides here. And let's see, we're looking south down a valley. We could be... Yeah, we could be in any of these. But I kind of like that to the southeast, that being this place. Yeah. So if these are those... Let's see, if that is the case, I'm looking eastwards up the valley. And that should... So just one thing not working with that, and that is the lack of this road here. And of course these buildings here. So that actually more suggests that I'm around here, which I don't think I am. Hang on, that's Borda del Pi. Okay, so that means I must be here right now. I must be there. Ooh. So I'm somewhere up there. Let's see now. There's a tiny road going off to the side. Now we have... let's see, we have some buildings over there. Yep. We also have a building on the other side here. No one then. Yeah. Okay, so we do have some buildings. Maybe they can help me out here. What is that? The P is that one. That was in the northeast. Then we got this building, which I hope and pray is that one. But it isn't. It's this one. So let's see. So I'm looking at the edge of it, and that should place me there. And we are about to enter this bend. We're not quite on it. We've come through this one. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And it was. Huh. And that was even quicker than the first one. So yeah, that is Canillo in Andorra done, and that was quite fun. Andorra usually is good fun to play, except if you play on a polygonal map and wind up in all of these ski slopes, that can be quite the challenge. But yeah, that is Canillo, and well, I'm glad you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.